All right, our story thus far. They've been releasing these brand new collector's editions of Masters of the Universe toys. I grew up playing with the old He-Man toys and I love them. So when I moved into my new place, I found my best friend had sent me the collector's editions of He-Man and Skeletor. Just check them out. I'm pretty sure he sent them to me because he grew sick and tired of me telling the story about how I almost bought them when I was out Christmas shopping, but being a responsible adult and being unemployed and living on CERB, I decided to pass, and I regretted it ever since. So I think he finally bought them and sent them to me so that way I would shut up with that story. But then he decided to take things a step further. I got home from work a couple of days ago to find that he had sent me this. Yep, there it is. The dude actually went out and got me Castle Grayskull. This is one of those things where I had to send him a text saying like, dude, why? Why are you being so nice to me? And he told me that A, there's no room in his house for it, and B, his wife probably wouldn't let him have it anyways. So he bought it for me and sent it to me, and this is why I'm pretty much making this video, because he's like, please send me pictures or something so I can finally see Castle Grayskull. So that's why I'm making this video today. But before we do that, come on, let's just take a look at that absolutely gorgeous box art. This has always been some of the greatest box art in the history of toys. You have to love the beauty in this box. You're 8 years old, you see this on the toy store shelf, and you're like, man, mom, dad, you gotta buy me that. So there we are. Castle Grayskull. It's a gray, rainy day. I can't get laundry done because the laundry room is full. Let's finally unbox this and put it together. All right, and here it is. The finished castle. All set up on my coffee table. Over here we have the side of the castle. As you can see, it's pretty awesome, nice and detailed. Not much going on there. And around here is the front of the castle. That legendary fearsome visage. Up here, we have the laser turret, perfect for defending the castle from evildoers. And over here we have the flag. Now the flag is notable in that it's part of the original mythology that came with the mini-comics. See, in the mini-comics, Castle Grayskull was neutral, sacred ground that our heroes fought over. When you saw this flag flying, that meant the villains currently had possession of the castle. And when you saw this flag flying, that meant the heroes had possession of the castle. And again now, going back down, going back to the original mythology of the mini-comics, the only way one could gain entry into Castle Grayskull was if they had both halves of the power sword, as I do. There's He-Man's half, and there's Skeletor half, fused together into a single sword. Then once you had this sword, you put it into the lock like so, and open it up. And there we are. Now we venture inside. And so here we are now, the spacious interior of Castle Grayskull. Here is where our heroes or villains come into the castle. We have this grate right here, full of all kinds of elder beasts trying to claw their way up from the netherworld. And here we have a weapons rack. This was originally a piece of cardboard that came with the original Castle Grayskull, but they turned it into an actual accessory here. And then over here, on this side of the ground floor, we have the other weapons rack with some weapons on it. The original toy came with more weapons for the weapons rack, but I guess they had to skimp out somewhere. And there is the elevator that takes us to the top floor. Normally in this hand you also put this accessory that came with it. This is some kind of training dummy thing. Our heroes or villains come along and they like bam, 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 and learn how to, punch better. And this here, of course, is the elevator. You pull the string there, and the elevator goes up That's what I really like about this one. It kind of pops in place there so it stays in. Then on the top, we also have this funky little computer. Again, in the original toy, this was just a sticker that was stuck up there. But for this one, they made it an actual molded piece, which is awesome. And then over here, we have the throne room. I've got He-Man on the throne because the heroes are currently in possession of the castle. We have the other computer console. And this is something that I'm disappointed about too. On the original toy, over here in this corner, there was this totally awesome sticker of some kind of funky spaceman, some kind of crazy exosuit. And yeah, they didn't include it this time. But then I was doing the Googling. They have actually released that as an exclusive action figure. Yeah, so I'll probably have to pay a lot of money for that on eBay. They also got the foot peg right there, so you can put them there once you get them. But still, of course, with He-Man on the throne, and we have perhaps the most famous action figure in Castle Grayskull here. Let me reposition myself so I can demonstrate. With our heroes there on the throne, you turn the throne like so. Bam! And the trapdoor opens and drops your interloper down into the Elder Beasts where they're fed to the villains. Now let's take a moment to talk about the best accessory that came with Castle Grayskull here, an exclusive Sorceress action figure, something that should always come with Castle Grayskull. Now of course you're probably looking at this and saying, Mark, she's wearing all white. I remember the cartoon. Isn't the Sorceress's outfit supposed to be orange and blue? To which I say, you are correct. So I looked it up. They call this Sorceress the Temple of Darkness Sorceress. Essentially, in one of the comic books, they accidentally colored the Sorceress all white like this. And the name of that comic, The Temple of Darkness. So there you go. No doubt the original orange and blue version will be coming soon to a store near you. You know, because I've been watching a lot of toy YouTube videos and reading a lot of toy blogs during the pandemic, one thing that I remember them pointing out about Castle Grayskull is it seems to have a very linear path through it. Let's take Skeletor through that path.
I have both halves of the power sword, and with that, I have finally gained entrance to Castle Grayskull. Soon the secrets will be mine. All these lovely weapons will help me conquer Eternia, but the real prize is in the throne room, where I'll finally be able to take control of all the secrets of Castle Grayskull. Going up. Top floor, high-tech computers and magical secret powers. Look at that awesome computer. I wonder if it runs my Netflix. And now to take the throne.
Not so fast, Skeletor.
What? He-Man, I was so surprised you knocked me over on my butt.
Yes, Skeletor, haha. As long as I sit on the throne, you will never have the secrets of Castle Grayskull and conquer Eternia.
Well, I can still kick your butt with the sword, He-Man.
No, you can't, Skeletor.
No!
Ha 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 ha. Yes, good will always triumph because evil is stupid.
Once again, He-Man, the castle is safe. Thanks to you.
It's always my pleasure, Sorceress. Now, I'd better be rushing back to the palace before they wonder where Prince Adam is.
Do you have to rush off so quickly? I mean, I get so lonely here in the castle.
Well, I would love to say, Sorceress, but me and Men-at-Arms are gonna watch movies about gladiators. Well, I would love to say, Sorceress, but Extendar keeps saying he can extend every part of his body, and I want to see him prove it. Well, I would love to, Sorceress, but obvious joke about Fisto.
Do you have to rush off so soon? I mean, I get so lonely here in the castle.
You know what? I would like that. We hardly hang out as friends anymore. We're always so busy defeating the forces of evil. I'll go fire up Netflix on that awesome computer upstairs.
And I will summon Pete Zor, the takeout pizza delivery chef.